Alrighty, Pyros, welcome back. Jam 750. Here is the first two segments of my show. It's the opener and the willow segment. And I said I was going to go through it and go through the script. So let me walk over here to the workbench and show you. So here is our script. And so, that's what we're shooting. That's the opener and then the willow segment, as you can see. I'll go over this. I'm not, and then, so Star Spangled Banner at 120, we're hitting the red, because that's when it says Rockets Red Glare, and then Bombs Bursting in the Air at 123, we're hitting 100 Shots Instant Thunder, and then, the music, and the Willow segment, and then down below is the red, white, and blue and the finale, but that's another video, so I'm concentrated on the first two segments today. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing. So let's go through it real quick. So, here is my opener. That's the 19-shot red mine. And then we've also paired it with a 5-shot red mine to Croisette. So again, that's going up at 120 into the national anthem, because that's when it says Rockets Red Glare. So we'll hit that at that moment. And this is all on the Mux board, as you can see. I'll show you that when we get to a better one. But first you're using Mux board, and then right here, these are the 25-shot Instant Thunder, so there's 2 at each position. So we have 2 positions here, if I didn't say that already. So total, that's 100 shots of Instant Thunder going up with Bombs Bursting in Air. And then the next hit on our opener are right here. These are ball shell racks. They're 2 12-shot ball shell racks. They're kind of under the bench, but anyway, so the first 4 shells are single break ball shells. Then we get into 4 triple break ball shells. And then the back 4 on each rack are a little bit special ball shells, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, and then the final hit on our opener is what I consider, the best zipper cake on the market, and it's a Proline zipper, and it's right here. And it's called Peacock King by Nishi Pyro, 486 shots, and you should see this thing go. If you haven't seen a demo, like I said, I would go watch that demo. It is phenomenal. So that's going off with 45 seconds left in the national anthem. It's a 40-second cake, so it should finish up, and then the national anthem will end. And that's our opener. Then we jump into our Willow segment, and the first thing on our Willow segment is this 9-shot 2-inch NOAB Proline Willow by Dominator. And so that's going up, and underneath that is strobing willow right here. So there's 4 of those all fused together. So that's our Mux board again, and 4 at each position. So there'll be 8 of those going up underneath those. So that's our first and second hit of the willow. And then the next one will be Willow Explosion, which is right here. These 4 cakes, so a whole case basically, 2 at each position. So here is the Mux board and how it works. You plug the quick plugs into it, and then you put the black things that closes the circuit, because we're not using those, but you have to put something there so it looks like it's a closed circuit, because we go in series. And then you take just a spent wire, you cut off the end, and the other end's a quick plug, and you plug that into your slot, and it's very simple. So that's why we went with Mux board. So much faster, so much easier than wiring, tying the wires together, taping them, and then putting speaker wires in. So yeah, we switched it all up. We went with Mux board this year on everything, and we went to quick plugs. A little more expensive, but well worth it. So much faster on the prep. Alrighty, after Willow Explosion, we've got Nishiki Mine, and right here. There's Nishiki Mine. And again, a whole case is going up, 2 at each position, all 4 going up at the same time. And again, you can see the Mux board right there, and then the wire that'll plug in. 1 wire plugs in, 1 Q, and they both go up at the same time. Technically, we have 2 mods, all 4 go up at the same time. So then after Nishiki Mine, we've got the NOAB right here from Elite, the Ginger Super Rack, and that's a 2-inch, but it's a great willow. One's a silver and one's a golden willow, but they're great. It's a great NOAB. We shot it 2 years ago and loved it. So that's going up. Little NOAB. Then After that, we have, let's see, where is it? This Rockio cake right here, which is 42 shot Nishiki Maya with crackling stars. So again, it's Nishiki, but has crackling stars on it. So just a bunch of different, Nishiki or willow effects. And then the next one is a 49 shot blue tail to corn willow. And that's this one right here by Pyro Demon Pro line. And I believe that has a noisy finish, if I'm not mistaken. The last row is all thunder. So then we go from there into this right here, two 24 shot racks, one in each position, of course, and those are Nishiki Blast shells. Now I was short one kit of that. I thought I had enough, but I was short a kit, so the last three this way on each rack is actually a little surprise. I had one sleeve of Double Jeopardy's left, so that's going to be Double Jeopardy, the last three on both of those racks. And if you're interested how I fuse it, I like fusing what I call down the line. So if you look, they're fused in a line. This way, down the middle, down here. I don't do the crisscross back and forth, none of that. I fuse down the line, I tie them all together with one fuse and then put a leader fuse on it and put my igniter on it. So we use these little clips from Pyro Boom. Oh, sorry, dropped it. These little clips that work great. You fold them in half. The fuse goes in the back end there, that hole, and then this end in the front is where your igniter goes, and it's got a little clip here to secure the wire around it. So that's what we use for all of our racks, and anything that we shoot with the fuse, that's what we use. So anyway, so like I said, that's how I like fusing, what I call line fusing. And so then you're getting, depending on what speed of fuse you use, they're all still going up at the same time. You're not doing the weaving back and forth and all that. I just think it's faster and easier. That's how I like to do mine. So that's how you'll see all of my racks. That's how those ball shell racks are done, and the other racks that I still have to fuse with the rhodite and blue, they'll be the same way. Okay, and then the last thing in our willow segment is right there, that raccoon Pro cake, and it's actually a blue tail to gold Nishiki willow, and they're 1.25 bores, maybe 1.5 inch, 1.25 inch, but it's a big fan cake, so it'll fill the sky. So that's what I want for the last hit of the willow segment, is that. So anyway, so that's my first two segments of the show, the opener and the willow segment. And when I get done, this is all part of the red, white, and blue segment that's already ready to go. There's more right there, and then there's also more right there in the tractor. So that's what I got left to do, and hopefully, I'm hoping tomorrow, Sunday, I'll be done with it, and then I'll do my red, white, and blue segment and my finale segment the same way. But I just wanted to show you guys something right here. So this is the flyer we put up around the lake. And so obviously that's our logo, and then we have Den logos again, because we're fortunate he's coming up on the 4th and gonna spend some time with us, and he'll probably help us land this stuff and get our slats going, and then he'll definitely do the filming for me because he's excellent at filming pyro. So he'll be here, and then if you look, we got a couple QR codes, and this one right here is live stream on the. So we have a problem, because fireworks are loud, and we do have speakers. So if you look right here, that's one of the speakers. We have 3 of them. We have 2 on the boat that we're on. We have 1 on a boat behind us that's in the crowd of all the other boats, and it's wireless. But still, people can't hear. So this year, we've got a live stream soundtrack where you can scan that and jump to a link, and you can listen to the show in real time, the music. So that'll be great. So people can do that, and they can, because we have across the lake, there's tons of people. I know last year there was one house, we saw a lady after the show, and she said she had 55 people at her house just to watch our show, because normally we do it on the 5th. But this year, since it's, 250th and the 4th is Saturday night, we're planning on Saturday night. But right now the weather's not tracking very good, so we may end up moving it to the 5th anyway. But that way, if you're not up close to where you can hear the music, you'll be able to hear the music no matter where you're at if you hook onto the live stream. So that'll be good. And then we've had a number of people around the pond, contact us and talk to us and ask if they can give a donation to help the shows. They enjoy the shows, and so we don't take money. We do it because we love pyro, like most of you. So so we've turned this year's show into a fundraiser. So so if you enjoyed the show and you want to donate, they can make a donation through a Venmo account we've set up, and everything benefits the Bear Pond Environmental Fund. So every single dollar, not one penny of it will go to us or to fireworks. We pay for this with our own money. Like I said, we love pyro, and we do it because for the love of pyro, and we love watching shows. So that is it. So it's going to be a great season this year. So anyway, so that's my opener, that's my willow, and then either tomorrow on Sunday or Monday, I will do the same with my red, white, and blue segment and my finale. Alrighty, Jam 750 out.